What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today I'm going to be sharing my two favorite classes for the brand new guns that were released earlier this week, the R-VN as well as the UDM. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so hopping into it, first off I'm going to share my favorite class with the R-VN. This assault rifle is actually quite solid. Now, a lot of people are saying it's overpowered. I disagree with this. There's another group of people that are saying this gun is terrible and it's completely useless, which I find to be quite funny because you got both sides of those extremes where people are saying it's either completely terrible or it's way too good. In the right hands, if you treat it right, this gun is quite solid, but statistically, if we look at it, it's not the best gun in the game by any means. It's a lot of fun to use, and I really enjoy it though. So this is the current class setup that I really like to use with the R-VN. I like using the duality. I happen to get lucky out of a supply drop. In reality, I basically just use this for the focus weapon perk, which definitely does help, but it's not required. So if you don't have the duality, no worries. Just use the base model of the R-VN. With this, I use an ELO sight. Even though it has good base sights, it's got like its own little like red dot type sight. I still like the ELO with a blue dot reticle on it. Blue dot is what I like to use, which is quartermaster only. Dots is a good alternative to that, but either way, I really like the ELO sight. I'm just more comfortable with the ELO sight. Like I said, absolutely not necessary because it has good base sights. Quick draw, of course, for an assault rifle. Every one of my assault rifles always has quick draw on it without any exceptions whatsoever. And particle amp. Now, I don't normally use particle amp, but I just want to explain my reasoning behind this. Based on my testing so far, the R-VN has a 3-shot kill potential, a 3-shot kill potential of approximately 30 to 35 meters. But this gun is capable of a whole lot more with its low recoil. So I like extending this 35 meter 3-shot kill potential out as far as possible, and now I'm getting those 2-burst kills very, very consistently. Whereas before I put this on, or if I use a suppressor, I definitely notice that it's often taking me up to 3 bursts to get a kill. When we're factoring in the fact that I missed a couple shots every now and then. So particle amp for me is an excellent choice on the R-VN at this point. For secondary, we've got the P-Law. I just love the P-Law. It's great for if I run out of ammo, need to kill a guy with it, or it's also great for shooting down UAVs and other streaks. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. And then pretty much my standard perks. So we've got Ghost, Dexterity, Scavenger, and Dead Silence. Pretty standard, straightforward. Not going to be running out of ammo. Staying off the radar when I want to stay off the radar, but I'm running unsilenced, so just keep in mind, if you are running it like this, you get to control when you pop up on the radar, which I really like, but you are going to be popping up on the radar, so be aware of that. Try to draw the enemies to you. This gun is best suited to the mid sort of ranges, especially with particle amp. You can extend that a little bit further, but mid range is where the R-VN really excels, in my opinion. And then, yeah, the other one's all pretty self-explanatory there. So that's my R-VN class that I'm using at the moment. Of course, things might change and evolve as time goes on, but it's definitely working out for me quite well with this setup. Now let's move on to the UDM. With the UDM, this is a pistol, but it might as well be an SMG. This thing is beastly. It's very, very solid. It's got a decent 3-shot kill range from what I can tell. I haven't done detailed testing on this like with the R-VN, but so far from what I can tell, it's got a decent 3-shot kill range, and I love running it with extended mags and suppressor. I still like to treat it kind of like a pistol or a close quarters SMG, so I'm not trying to pick people off at longer ranges normally, but if you can take them off guard, you still can. But if I keep my gunfights up close, this gun just destroys them. It melts them so good. Extended mags is pretty much needed in my opinion if you're playing team-based modes and you're going to be running into multiple enemies, because I believe you only start with 14 rounds without extended mags. And that's good enough for like a kill or two, but then you're really stretching it for that 3rd kill. So extended mags definitely helps there. And then suppressor, it allows me to flank with this gun and just stay off the radar. It's just a great little flanking class that I have here. Again, same perks, but I also added hardwired simply because I don't want to use a primary weapon, because this is my primary weapon and I want to make sure I'm using it as my primary weapon. And then for lethals and tacticals, I simply never use those. So like even if I have them on my class, I almost always forget to actually use them. So I decided to just pop hardwired on there because it's just a great bonus. It counters so many things in game. And overall, that is my UDM class that I'm finding a lot of success with. I've actually been dominating lobbies with this class. I think this gun's going to catch a nerf in the near future because it is very, very powerful, especially for a secondary. If it were a primary, I would say it would be more in line, but as a secondary, it is extremely powerful. So there we have it, relatively quick video today. Those are my two favorite classes for the UDM as well as the R-VN. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Maybe you guys learned something new. I will have a gun guide coming on the R-VN very, very soon. I'm just compiling all the stats and everything right now. Unfortunately, I have to hand test everything at this point, but we're almost there for the gun guide on that, so just bear with me. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that because I will be covering all these guns in great detail, all their stats and everything, so you know exactly how they behave. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.